Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the feature race at Belmont Park on Sunday. Race number 9, the Grade 2 Gallant Bloom Handicap. Let's throw up the field. Fillies and mares going 6.5 furlongs. This race might be a key prep for the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint for horses trying to challenge Gamine. Test winner Bella Sophia, 4-5 on the morning line. 101 buyer speed figure last time out, and she's fast from the stalls.
She is the only 3-year-old in this field, Dan, but she's also the only Grade 1 winner in the field. Boy, she's made no mistakes so far, and she looks absolutely loose early in this race.
Let's look at the Timeform US pace projector. Timeform US agrees with Mike's assessment in a race that favors horses on or near the early lead. Morning line favorite Bella Sophia looks clear. That is, unless Arad Ortiz on Lady Rocket decides to get aggressive. Lady Rocket does have a little bit of speed.
She does. I mean, maybe they'll just try to come out of there running and try to go to the front. She's not as fast as Bella Sophia is, Dan, but I guess if they come out of there intent on the lead, they could perhaps make it. We'll see what happens. To me, I just felt like it would be unwise of Luis Saez to give up his rail advantage here with the favorite.
Bella Sophia, 3 for 4 in her career, including this win in the test at Saratoga. It is the signature race for 3-year-old filly sprinters. She took a lot of money early. She sat right up close to the pace, and she ran to her backing. Not a lot of closing going on in this race, Mike. The favorite search results kind of was a bit flat coming from out of it, but you can't knock the way Bella Sophia did it. She was strong from start to finish.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is certainly a race that was dominated up close, and so you could just say she got the best trip in the race and won. She also won pretty impressively, Dan, and it's the 3rd time in a row. All 3 of her wins, she did the same thing where she can sit up close, but she's that sort of rare sprinter who can really accelerate through the stretch. I mean, she picks it up around the 8th pole, and she runs through the wire. She feels like she has an awful lot of talent.
Lady Rocket, the number 2, is a stakes-winning sprinter, albeit around 2 turns. Let's watch her win in the pink ribbon last time out at Charlestown. It was a night where you wanted to be up close to the pace. Lady Rocket made the lead, faced a challenge in the upper stretch, and then draws clear again as the odds-on favorite. This horse has slowly and steadily improved with blinkers. Now she gets a major class quiz.
Yeah, they're going to step her up here and see how she does against some better horses. There's nothing to knock about her form, and she does have the speed to be forward early in this race, Dan, but she also really has to improve, and she has to do it off of a race that we just watched there that might be a little dressed up by circumstance.
On her way, the number 3 is a really likable older mare. She's won multiple stakes races. You have to wonder about her current form, however. Ever since she started racing without Lasix in stakes races, it just hasn't been there for On Her Way, a horse that needs a little bit of hitting up front.
She does. She needs, if she can show up and somehow find her way back to her best form and then catch a little pace, she could actually make some noise in here. She's an underrated horse, but her recent form has to be a pretty big concern.
Lake Avenue is honest. She has been knocking on the door with 3 consecutive runner-up efforts in graded stakes races, including this start in the Ballerina against champion Gamine. And Gamine was basically handed the lead in here. Lake Avenue tucked in behind, tried to make a rail run. She tried hard. Gamine too good and too much of a tactical advantage. Lake Avenue ran really well, and it looks like Belmont has found her whole card as sort of a longer distance sprinter. She was a Grade 2 winner at 1 1/8 miles at 2.
Yeah, she's just gotten better since they cut her back in distance. These are the races she wants to run in. She ran well in this race that we're watching right now. She ran really well in the honorable miss 2 back and just missed. There's just really nothing to knock about her form, Dan. She seems like the 2nd likeliest winner in this race at least.
Don't Call Me Mary has won 3 out of her last 4. The problem is the only loss came when she was in against Lake Avenue in the honorable miss, and she was hung outside that day. Let's go back to her most recent start. Todd Pletcher found a great opportunity for her against Pennsylvania bred. She was running against the then undefeated Chubwagon, the heavy favorite. Don't Call Me Mary stayed within range of Chubwagon and is going to run her down in the stretch on her way to a 95 buyer speed figure. Now she steps up in class. She really seemed to like this wet track.
Yeah, she did handle the wet track just fine. I mean, I appreciate the fact, Dan, that she just feels like she's been getting better from race to race for Pletcher. I do feel like she's really finding her way now. Maybe she can take another step forward in this race. She certainly has to beat the 2 favorites in here, but I don't think it's impossible.
Two favorites look strong, though. As we take a look at our top selections for the Gallant Bloom, we'll find out how good Bella Sophia is. I think she's going to get to the top in here and hold off a bid from Lake Avenue. You're in agreement.
Yeah, the pace advantage seems pretty significant in this race. We'll see if it plays out that way. I think she's good, Dan. I do think she faces a pretty tough challenger here, though, in Lake Avenue. I think it should be an okay race.
1453 for Mike, 1452 for me. It's the Grade 2 Gallant Bloom, the feature at Belmont on Sunday. Best of luck.